Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. It is a glorious day. Yes, it is. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. Come with me for a full tour around the garden, first starting with this deck area, looking fresh and ready for us to sit out and enjoy. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. The knockout roses are opening up, and there are blooms on the branches. The rhododendron is now in full color. My herbal tea garden is looking so alive and fresh on this Sunday. You could see that it's developing into its own unique and beautiful space, with the impatiens and other annuals surrounding it. But then as you go into the garden space, you can see the cabbage, marigolds, and other plantings, along with the beans and tomatoes. But in the center there is the beautiful blueberry bush with all of the different herbs. Come with me as we tour around the garden and enjoy it. If you have not subscribed to Catherine's Garden and Home, I am inviting you to come and subscribe and be a part of my journey. I would love to have you come and visit me on Sundays, in which I do garden tours, but then on Wednesdays I do a live at between 5:30 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the evening. I've been coming and we've been having conversations in the garden. That's been interesting. They're light and they're fun. And if you have a question, you can ask me a question then. And also make sure that you leave comments too, so that we can grow together here in Catherine's Garden and Home. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. It's so good to be here with you today. I hope all is well with you. I hope that you're doing very well this wonderful Sunday morning. Today is just glorious in the garden, and right now at this moment it's like in the 68 degrees in the garden, so everything is cool and pleasant. The birds are out, they're singing, and people are just starting to stir on this Sunday morning. But I am just enjoying this quiet time, this time of meditation, and just relaxing in the garden as I think and meditate. And I've had my cup of coffee, and also looking at my strawberries. These strawberries have been very delicious. I've been eating them one at a time, and I'm going to eat these today, and I just want to take you around the garden and let's have a tour. The garden got a fresh cut last night. Yep, my husband cut the grass. Yes, he did. And we also put down another fresh batch of compost on the garden. So the garden beds have been refreshed and they're looking so good. Also, yesterday, if you didn't watch me, you can go back and watch it, where I did some editing in the garden, sprucing it up and looking at each of the beds and seeing what is coming to life, what is new for this particular week. Because at this time, every week something new is blooming. And when I was looking around, the rhododendrons have actually opened up and they look so good in the front as well as in the back garden. So take a look at that with me. Welcome to my urban cottage garden, Catherine's garden and home. And now is when the roses start to appear. My knockout roses are blooming, but a special treat that we have here in the New England area is rhododendron shrubs. I just love rhododendrons because they bring back memories of my childhood. So I had to make sure that I planted some in my garden. All throughout the different neighborhoods of Boston, you will hear planes, but you will also see rhododendron bushes as foundation planting. My childhood home had at least 3 gracing the front of the huge Victorian home. Now my home is just a cottage style, ranch style garden, but it's important to have the rhododendron bush or shrub present. The lilacs are also very common, but this reoccurring lilac bush, the more modern version, has been such a pleasure here in the garden, and the smell and perfume of it has just really made the neighborhood smell so good. Sweet. I do love these alliums, the purple sensation alliums, which are totally different from the gladiator alliums. And my old-fashioned bearded iris. Just love this color scheme. I've been busy planting in some of the seedlings that I started from seed. The nasturtiums. I also put in the dinosaur kale here. I cut back the tulips, but I'm leaving the tulip leaves, which look pretty good. I have zinnias coming in. And I also planted some marigolds here. I just thought that they would make a really nice design later on in the season when they grow up. They'd be beautiful. That nice rustic yellow color. Right now the color's purple. And these rhododendrons just add to it. I had here a peony, an early peony, that has turned white. And I have a new one that is coming in. But let's take a close-up look at the rhododendron. I also have another bearded iris. It's not as flamboyant as the other, but I love it with the yellow and the rustic color. It plays well with the euonymus and this other wild plant. They all look good together here. The garden is just doing really well. And then in the front bed, it still has that heavy purple theme. But I also see some other rich colors coming out, like the red from the knockout roses, and also a yellow. My yellow bearded iris has a yellow and maroony kind of tinge to it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So the colors are shifting and changing, and we're moving from this purple, and in the next week or two you're gonna see it. It's gonna just be fantastic. The colors, the bright summer tones, the jewel tones will be picking up. But for right now, we are holding on to those purple colors, the colors that you see in my pot of pansies there. That's the color of the moment right now, right there. That's it, that's it. The bearded iris fits in back here. So I'm glad that I'm able to have it here and that it will hopefully develop a clump of iris for this time. I may even try to start another clump in a different section as well, because they fit in so well with the purple allium. And the fruit trees, everything is just looking really good. Yesterday I was also able to start the work in that back garden, the food bed, and I put together a pathways, but also the beds for it, moving the compost in and planting in my tomatoes. So I was able to plant some big boy tomatoes, early girl tomatoes, and also my eggplants. But in the herbal garden, I planted some corn, some nasturtiums, um, what else? Some marigolds. I just started planting out my little seedlings over there, and I'm so excited to see how that garden is also developing. I started to put together the what we call food bed. I created a pathway with the wood chips. And then I spaced out this section here. I started to put in some tomatoes, the early girls, an eggplant, and I believe that is Brussels sprouts that reseeded. I'm going to add some more paths around with wood chips and also set up some paths for the squashes and things. And I'm hoping to plant some cucumbers in this area as well. I placed on this side the tomatoes, big boys. I know that they'll grow well because I planted tomatoes in this section before. But now they have plenty of room and I can monitor them better. Over here I planted the eggplants. They've done very well in this section in the past. Grew very big and had really luscious fruit or veggies. So overall, I'm pleased with how the section is coming along. The garden comes alive every morning, but especially when the sun is out. It is just a beautiful thing to see it shine and just light up the flowers, especially the white flowers. They just glow with the flowers, and the plants just glow with the light of the sun, and especially on the tree, on the grass. I love the light on the grass. It makes the garden very, very special, along with the sounds of the birds. And I'm in the city, so I have city sounds too. So I know that people are here. I'm not isolated, I'm not alone, but I'm here with others as well. And but still I feel secluded. I feel happy in my garden, especially when I'm able to walk around in it and enjoy it and share it with you. I just love how this section is just coming along with the hydrangeas, the ground covers, the purple sensation alliums, the hostas, the rhododendron back there that is opening and adding even more color to this bed, with the bird bath in the middle. It's very peaceful. I've planted in my tomatoes, and my veggies there are coming up. The microgreens are developing into little seedlings and plants, and it tastes really good. The lemon balm has been delicious. Yes, I made tea. I cut some right here, and it was good. Planted in some 100s, the tomatoes, the little tomatoes. I know it's more of a viney type of plant, so it will grow up, and I'm hoping that it will hang out on this plum tree. My radishes have really been growing in here, and also the carrots are forming. Soon I'll be pulling out the radish, and hopefully all of the carrots won't come out with it, and enough would be there. They'll naturally thin themselves. I planted my sweet corn here, and they seem to have settled in nicely. The fig tree is doing fantastic. Look at the figs. There are quite a few of them on the tree, and they're a good size. I am so pleased with this. It looks really healthy and strong. And the figs are substantial. Something else I want to show you too, that the hibiscus plant in the container is also opening up too. This corner is filling out, or has filled out. I just love the hostas in it. The Sir Francis Williams hosta, the woodland ferns, the grasses. There's another fig tree back there, and it too has a few figs on it, but it's still a young tree. My Eden climbing rose has blooms on it, and soon it'll be so beautiful, filled with beautiful flowers. And then I also have another rose back there, Westerland, a young one, but it too is beautiful. And my grapevine is growing as well. This is curly pink rose, and it looks quite happy here. I love this right here. I am so thankful that my hydrangea is showing signs of flowering. I didn't think I was going to get any this year, but I'm glad to see them filled with floral branches, or the little flower heads, the mop heads. An opportunity for us to enjoy the garden, to enjoy each other, and to enjoy the season. So far it's been a good season, I have to say. It's been a really good season here in this urban cottage garden of mine. I've been enjoying the changing of the garden for each month and in each moment, and now week by week, day by day, it has been day by day and week by week, it has been changing too. So I really enjoy it, and I enjoy your presence with me too, and I'm enjoying your comments. So And I've set up the caladiums. I have a few more other pots of basil. The calla lilies are in their pots and waiting to sprout. I have my strawberries here to enjoy this Sunday morning. I've had to protect them from other insects eating them first, and critters and things. But I can see that it's working and I'm going to be able to enjoy it. Here's another one. I didn't protect this one, but when I'm finished with that one on that side, I'm going to cover this one up too so I can enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. As we grow together, Catherine's garden and home. Bye. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.